Hello, it's Uma Girish again. I am a grief guide and an award winning author. If you haven't had a chance to check out my transformational memoir, it's called Losing Amma, Finding Home, a memoir about love, loss, and life's detours. This was published by Hay House and won the Chicago Book Awards in 2015. So head over to Amazon and you can find both the Kindle version as well as the print version of this book. So in the grief healing series that I have been doing, here is tip number 3. Tip number 3 is give up the need for a map and a timeline. When it comes to grief, there is no map, there is no timeline. Grief is a journey into the wilderness. And when you are in the wilderness of grief, there are no clearly marked trails. You don't know where you're supposed to go, you don't know where you're going, and you hardly know when you'll get there. That's the reality of the grieving experience. Unfortunately, Western culture tells us that we must know exactly where we are going and the timeline that is attached to the journey. But grief is an experience. Your heart is broken because you've come to the end of a relationship with someone, or a loved one has died, or an elderly parent is suffering from Alzheimer's, and you have inexplicable sadness just standing and watching the parent you knew and loved being erased before your very eyes. And there is no map or timeline for that journey. So, grief is an invitation to sit in the fire of not knowingness. As you sit in the fire of not knowingness, it burns away your small self, your ego self, and what emerges in that process is your truest light, which shines into the world. So, my invitation to you is give up the need for a map and a timeline. You carve your own trail. Your soul knows how long the journey will last and where you will be led at the end of it. Just open yourself up to the experience. This is a painful experience of the broken heart. There are no definitions, there are no rules, there are no formulas. So that's tip number 3. I would love for you to check out my home study e-course From Grief to Gratitude. If that's something you'd like to learn more about, click the link below and you will go to the information page, which has all the details about the course. It's a very affordable price. I hope you will check that out. I'll be back again with another tip. Until then, I send you love and blessings.